Hello, everyone. Father Aaron, the Dungeon Minister here. I've got some good news and I've got some bad news.
Oh, give us the bad news first. That way the good news can cheer us up.
Okay, statue, I will. The bad news is related to the fact that the statue is suddenly channeling his voice through me rather than speaking on the screen here in text. This morning I came in and discovered that there was a power surge here at the office last night, and my computer is now no more use than a brick. Now, I had intended to have a video to post either later today or tomorrow even, a new recap video. In fact, it was all filmed, and I was about a third of the way through editing. But the computer is now dead, and all of the editing software is on that computer along with all of the footage. So, I'm not going to be able to get anything edited anytime soon. I'm hoping that it's just the power supply that's been fried and that the frying of the power supply acted as a bit of a circuit breaker to protect the rest of the computer. I hope. But we'll find out shortly or longly. I'm having to order one and I don't have a whole bunch of power supplies just laying about the place. So it's coming and I'll get it. And replacing it will be the work of about 5 minutes once I have the thing in hand, and then I will find out how much damage was indeed done. So that's the bad news. The good news. The good news is that we are, at time of filming, we are at 447 subscribers, which is crazy because we were at 300 just a month ago. So within the span of 1 month, 147 new subscribers, and if you are one of those 147 who've joined since the last time I said welcome to the new people, welcome new people. It's lovely to have you here. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the party. It's not much of a party at the moment because my computer is dead, but welcome anyhow. That's not the only good news, though. Being at 447 means we are getting very close to something that used to be, I thought, unobtainable, a ridiculous fantasy idea, and that is 500 subscribers. At 500 subscribers, the lords and ladies of YouTube bequeath upon me the capacity to do community posts. You know what I mean, like text and photos and polls and things like that, right? Well, there's a couple good things about that. One, you probably know that the recap videos are about 2 months, now it's going to be more like 2.5 to 3 months, behind where we are playing the game. Because I didn't start making the videos until about 2 or 3 months into the process. Into our playing, I started making videos, so it lags a bit. With community posts, I would be able to give you little teasers of where the game is in real time, let you know what's coming up, and also ask your opinion. So I'm about to design a dungeon in a swamp area. What should I put in there? What do you think? What kind of big bad should I have? And get some input from you to help make the world. The other thing is, this guy doesn't have a name yet.
I don't?
No, you don't have a name. Imagine that. No voice and no name. Well, he doesn't have a name. I'd like to give him a name, and I'd like it to come from you. So here's what I'm proposing. Down in the comments section below this video, enter the name that you suggest for the statue. As many suggestions if you want. If you've got 10 suggestions, put in 10 suggestions. As long as they're appropriate, I do try to keep this family friendly, and as long as they're not, blasphemous, no Satan is Lord or anything like that as a name, as long as it, fits the channel, it's appropriate, anything goes. So put in your ideas down below, and I'll gather those up, and when or if, and I think at this point it's becoming an inevitability, when we hit 500 subscribers, I will then gather all those names and put them into a poll, and you can vote and pick his name. And if we get more names, if we get a whole bunch of names, then I'll do it like a playoffs, playoffs and semifinals and finals and all that kind of stuff, if we get a whole bunch of names. But at any rate, I would like the name to be hive mind arrived at and voted on by you, the viewers. So, that's the good news. The good news is that we're creeping up toward 500 subscribers, which will allow us a whole bunch of new avenues of communication, and one of those will be naming the statue. The other good news is that while I can't edit videos and make them, kind of snazzy like I like to with characters popping in all over the place, I can record. So I'm going to take the time I would normally have spent in editing and I'm going to pour it into recording so that by the time the computer is fixed, I have gobs of material all set to edit and I can roll out the episodes as quickly as possible. Maybe even make up some of the lost ground while this thing gets sorted out. Anyhow, that's about all I've got for you now. Bad news, no recap this week, and maybe not even next week, depending on how long it takes to get a power supply. Good news, we're getting close to 500 subscribers, and you get to help name the statue.